I have done nothing wrong. Everything I have done as a lawyer to counter their propaganda with my own life, my own story, my own image.
Lynne Stewart is, simply speaking, a legend in the realm of law for her defense of people engaged in struggles against the powerful. It's time for people to join hands, join forces, and join movements to change this sad state of affairs. Lynne Stewart's work in support of human rights for all and a zealous defense for all is a damn good starting point.
No more blood for oil! No more blood for empire!
It's a situation where it became very obvious as to what the court wanted. They wanted Lynne to beg.
The media likes violence and conflict. There were no commies out there anymore. We now had Muslims.
Sheikh Omar Rahman was associated with the Muslim Brotherhood and the Salafist movement in Egypt, which was in opposition to Hosni Mubarak. Of course, Hosni Mubarak, the dictator who had been subsidized by the Pentagon and the CIA for nearly 30 years, was imprisoning and kidnapping and torturing and assassinating all opponents, whether they were Islamic or secular, whether they were students or whether they were trade unionists, whether they were intellectuals or professors. Everybody was at risk. A famous defense lawyer who Lynne likes to cite once said that these cases are not won in the courtroom, they are won in the
9
streets.
years, 42 years in solitary.
Romaine Fitzgerald,
45 years.
Marshall Eddie Conway,
42 years.
Mondo Ilongo,
42 years.
Ed Poindexter,
42 years.
Herman Wallace,
42 years, 41 years in solitary.
Albert Woodfox,
42 years, 41 years in solitary.
Jaleel Montague.
40
And
years.
for those of you who don't know, we have Russell's daughter, Teresa, who has worked diligently for her dad to move him out of that condition. Bell,
39 years.
Veronza Bowers,
39 years.
Robert Seth Hayes,
39 years.
Leonard Peltier,
37 years.
and we have the Africa family represented. We
Delayed
have
the time that we would have Lynne out here in our service, speaking the word of truth that she has spoken throughout her career. So the important thing that happened today is that Lynne's friends, or the friends of the Constitution, the friends of justice, those who are working for justice, came out today to eyeball the court. The court was eyeballed. They know we're here, they know we're not going away, and this is what Lynne Stewart has faith in. So,
And the Africa family is Chuck, Debbie, Delbert, Eddie, Janet, Jermaine, Janie, and Michael and Phil.
34 years.
34 out of 100.
August.
Right, 35 in August. Mohammed Koti,
34 years at 86 years of age.
David Gilbert,
31 years.
Sekou Odinga,
31 years.
Oscar Lopez Rivera,
31 years.
Zolo Nzenya,
31 years.
Mumi Abdul Jamal,
31 years. 30 years on death row.
Abdullah Majid,
30 years.
Jan Laman,
28 years.
Tom Manning,
28 years.
Batulu Shakur,
26 years.
Jaleel Alameen, aka Rap Brown,
12 years in solitary.
Kamal Siddiqui,
10 years.
Lynne Stewart,
4 years.
4 years, and we have some of our green
I
comrades.
interject here. Sundiata Okoli made a statement that we all must be aware of. And his statement was, there is no faith greater in this world than the faith of our political prisoners that we are going to get them out. So let's remember what our political prisoners are thinking by the words they say. And when we get tired, one day Lynne said to me, when we spend all of our money on political prisoners, Betty, Lynne, and I dared to complain. And Lynne says, oh, I have a great idea for you. And she says, as I visit the political prisoners, I'm going to ask any one of them to come out and work with you. And you go serve their time in jail. And I have never worried about that question of working too hard, and I would remind everybody else, all of those prisoners would change the place with us in a minute. And we must remember that and keep that in mind and feel privileged to be able to work on behalf of those who gave their lives for us.
Joe Hill was executed. And you know what he said at the time of his execution? Don't mourn me, organize!
All right. Yes, sir.
Somebody's fighting for a place to
There's only one way to survive in this world. One way to find happiness.
I just get too riled up because it makes no sense to me. It's like trying to convince me that water is dry and the sun is cold and dark. It makes no sense to me. I don't even try to listen to any of their so-called excuses. I mean, Guantanamo, I remember a few years back, they were talking about, the Congress talking about this debate about whether or not it was constitutional legal to detain someone indefinitely without charging them, talking about Guantanamo. And I'm like, what kind of question is that? I mean, the fact that they could even raise the question is dangerous.
Strict constitution.
Where they're
Madness we're living in this chaos we're living. You gotta stay truth, speak truth, be truth. You gotta spread love, speak love, be love. You gotta seek peace,